Hello. Welcome to the nightly edition. How's everyone? Hi. Okay. Because I moved my camera recently, so everything's a little more wonkier than normal. Or I'll sit a little more over. It's going to move in a couple days anyway, because I'm doing more trailer videos this weekend, which I'm looking forward to. So, how is everyone? How are you guys doing? I'm just getting the housekeeping tagging going. Oops. Helps if I get the right name, too. Oh my goodness. This kitty cannot type things well. One more name. Let's see if I get it properly. There we go. Okay, we're good to go now. Alright, there's chaos as usual. So hey everyone. So we're jumping in. So tonight is similar to last night. It's die cutting more of the wreath pieces, yeah. I don't have words tonight apparently. So I need about 40 pieces. So I'm just going to clear up this batch they already have going. And we'll do a count at some point. I'm not sure how much I'll get done tonight, but we shall see. We're just going to dive in and see where we get. Okay, I got to do a doodle check. Where's all the kids? Just making sure I don't have Buddy under me, who she's not. Because they're allowed in the room tonight, but they're little devils. They're so little cute little devils. It's dangerous to craft with little devils and cute and darlings and all. Because there is risk of they could accidentally eat the dies. So it's like, yeah, I gotta be super bloody careful when I'm in here crafting. Right, buddy? Is that you sighing up there? Is that you like, Mommy, you're talking about me? Yes, I am, boo-boo. He's a good boy. They're both good kids. She's a good girl, too. It was kind of funny. I was coming back. I was later tonight getting them out. Because they were out earlier with Dada, as I call them, around the dogs. And we're coming back. One of the neighbor dogs, Halo, was out in their backyard. And, of course, Halo goes crazy for my doodles. So, at one point, Ivy's going crazy. Okay. But then, Ivy kind of starts to calm down. I'm like, hey, good puppy, or good girl, or something. And because I said that loudly, even Halo got calm. And I'm like, good Halo. Why not? At least interact with the neighbor dog. And it was cute. It was like, okay, well, this is cool. So, sounds like Halo likes me. I don't know what kind of dog Halo is. I don't know Halo's parents that much at all. I don't really know their names. I just know they're here. And I know the guy, the dad of the family. I don't know. I think he just doesn't like me. I'm like, whatever. Because I have, two really young, crazy dogs. So, I always get this feeling of grr around him. It's like, whatever. That's his choice. To be all grumpy. So, other than that, here we are. Yes, I was struggling to bring myself to the video tonight. It was a lot later. Because we had an appointment today that we had to take care of. So went and did that. And then dinner and all that. And then get home. And I ended up taking a nap. I'm like, you know what? I just need a nap. I just need to chill for a bit. To kind of recoup a little bit of my energy. Because we were up late last night. So yes, last night I was watching the Stampin' Up! Presentation. It was okay. Got through what I could of it, and then it was like, okay, I gotta, go to bed or something. Because it was starting to get too late at night. And then I went upstairs, had a good chat with my partner about some stuffs, and then finally went to sleep. So went to sleep a lot later than I should have, to be honest. Bad kitty, but that's okay. And then they did the work thing, as usual. Just trying to get these dies lined up pretty good. Trying to maximize the paper as best I can. So yeah, I went and did the work thing, and then came home. Actually, no, I didn't even come home. Met up with my partner at the appointment, went and did that, and then did some other stuff, and then finally came home, dinner, nap, doodles, go park my vehicle for the night. So yes, parking is always an adventure for me. And then here we are. So, how's your night, everyone? How I'm gonna be on? Good. That's a good question for myself. I'll see. I'll be on for a bit, and then I missed a committee meeting tonight because I had other things to be going on. So I might very well watch the replay of it tonight. That way, catch up on anything I've missed. So I'm more prepared for the month of September. It's almost September, guys. Or I may or may not watch it tonight. Or I might listen to points of it tomorrow. We'll see. We shall see. Alright, so this piece is more or less spent. Minus a little bit in the end. So I'm just going to keep that little bit in the end for scraps. Hey, I love a good scrappy card. Alright, so I got one piece of that paper left. So I'm just going to try to figure out the best way of doing this. Yeah, I think I'll do that. So I'm just going to cut this into some strips to try to work with it. So I know I'm off camera, but roll with me. So that's about 6 inches. So I'm going to cut it to 3 inches. That way, hopefully we can maximize whatever's left and get as much as possible before I need to find another red. But yeah, I think I will have to find another red to go with this project. Hey, I've got choices. I will see what I work with when I get to it. I think this plate's really bending. I'm going to try to bend it back the other way. But yay. Another set done. Another 2 anyway. Oh, I gotta flex it. That's how you get the the die and the paper off. It seems to work well. And it's almost a long weekend here, woohoo, which is awesome. Any big plans, anyone? Anybody crafting this weekend? I will be, one way or another. I will be. Not only the trailer, but just trying to get stuff done. I do have a busy month ahead. I'm doing a vendor event in September. So I gotta start preparing towards it. Got a lot of good ideas on the go. So it looks like we can get a fair bit out of these last couple pieces of this red, which is good. Hopefully that will help a lot. But after this piece here, next one more round, I am going to take a count on how many red die cuts I have to have an idea of, do I use the remaining piece of paper fully, partially? What am I at? Because I need 40 of these little buggers. I know it's pretty extreme. Of course, I have to design something that's so complicated. Of course. That's what colored kitties do. Alright, that piece is nicely die cut. It's pretty cool though. Alright, there we go. So just for the moment, let's see how many reds we have. Got some. So I worked on a fair bit last night, but then just ran out of steam, went to bed. Then had a conversation upstairs. Then I went to bed. Alright, so 1, 2. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 and 14, 15 and 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, and 27. That's what I have. So 27 plus 12 is 39. So close, eh? Hey, Evelyn. Just making more progress on these die cuts. I'll be short one from all this paper that I'm cutting, but that's okay. Because 27 plus 12 is 39. There we go. So yeah, one bit at a time. So how are you doing, Evelyn? How's the floods out and the roads out your way? Still stranded? So those who may not know, Evelyn's area, severe rains of some sort apparently, washed out the main highway access that, you know, a lot of people use. So things are a little bit wonky out that way. Oh, there's a good sneeze. Oh shoot, more monsoon activities for Tuesday? That is not good, Evelyn. Well, be safe. Keep all the critters safe too. We had a good rainstorm here today, actually, which was good in a way. So everything outside still kind of wet-ish. I think I'll use this remaining piece to do the final cut that I kind of need. Yeah, that sucks. Thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Ooh. So I'm just sitting here crafting away, die cutting to my heart's content here. Making progress on these cards that my mother oh so wants. Although she hasn't seen what they look like yet, so she better like them. And actually, it was pretty funny. So, she calls me up today. So she and I are having a little bit of disagreements. I know I've talked a little bit on here. I know privately I've talked about with some peoples, including you, Evelyn. And it's frustrating. So, my dad, he's a good guy. He's really nice. It's funny. So he bought me a cactus. And it's like, okay. Which is fine. Like, she's totally obsessed with buying things. And there's times where it's cool, and there's times where it's like, no, like, knock it off kind of thing. I don't need all of this stuff. So, with cactuses, I'm like, go ahead. If you're going to buy me a cactus, buy me a cactus. So, yeah, I mean, I get to see it this weekend. I get to add it to my cactus collection, which is really small right now. Sadly enough, my cartoon cactus, I believe, has died. One of my other plants, more of a succulent type cactus kind of thing, I've had it for like 2 or 3 years, and it died. It's like, I love that one. It was my favorite one. So I'm down to, I have a little orchid, which is kind of half surviving. I have a cactus that's there. I have an aloe vera and a Christmas fern, and that's it. So a couple plants, and be nice to get a new plant in the corner over there by the window. So I'm hoping, can't wait to see it. And I'm trying to get better with watering them. But that's the thing. It's like, I'm likely to overwater, so it's like, how do you take care of cactuses and succulents and ferns and aloe vera, and they're all not the same. I even have fertilizer too. I do use it. I probably shouldn't use it as much. This plate's getting totally warped here, so I'm just gonna rotate my plates a bit. So with cactuses, like, I'm just clueless, totally clueless for plant care. I do look up online. I try to do a bit of homework, but yeah, I don't do enough homework, I'll admit. But the other thing is, what throws me off is we have here high humidity in the summer. So what I've ended up doing this season is totally backwards the instructions on how to water them. I'm treating it like it's winter season. Because the thing is, they say in the winter you can water less. Yeah, okay, but we do get really dried out here. That actually, they probably do need a little more water in the winter. And the summer here, we have so much humidity in the house because we don't have air conditioning. So yeah, it's the instructions are probably meant for houses that actually have more than what we have here. So it's a mind puzzle on how do I care for my plants. So I've totally backwards written my notes on what I'm doing, and I'm trying it out. I guess some ways good, some ways bad. We shall see. How's this gonna go? I don't know. Let's go look at the one little orchid's hanging in there. Yeah, like, obviously I need help with plants, but someday I'll figure it out. But really, it's trial and error. Try something, see what works. Try to stick to a schedule. Try to be consistent. And work with what I got. Alright, another round. Almost done the die cutting. Yay! I'm gonna go do a few things, and I guess I may not watch that video tonight. I'll see. I don't know. I also got something on my mind. Something personal I want to deal with tonight. So. And I'm not sharing online with the public. Nope, nope, nope. I have one. I might share with you what it is. I have a burning question for myself tonight, and I want to work on that before I go to bed. I think it'd be good if I work on it for a bit. I might be able to find some clarity and some things and answers I'm seeking. And that's the thing, like, to be able to progress and move forward in life, we gotta be able to take a seat back, analytically look at things, look inward as well, inward, outward, and all that, to try to find answers that we're seeking. So I'm definitely hoping I've got something clued up here. So another shredded piece of die cutting. Bye-bye. I keep a little garbage bin here. Just get these popped out. Yeah, it's all good. Alright, last one. I'm just gonna make this work. So I should have 40 of these buggers. If not, I will see in the coming days. And I'll probably work on the bulk of this at the trailer, so I'll make sure I'll carry some excess pieces with me in case I'm like, yeah, I screwed up, or I lost some, or the dog ate some, you know. Those things happen. And I think my die cut machine needs a cleaning too. Alright, there we go. Die cutting's done. Yeehaw. Yeehaw. Alright, now let me just pop that one out. Put everything away. And yeah, that's it for the night, guys. I happily got some of these done. So I can move on to the next crafting adventure, eh? So what's next? Good question. Well, I'm still working on these 5 cards. obviously. I made all these die cuts. It's a long process, but at least they're all going to be pretty much identical. And we'll go from there. And then after I do these cards, I gotta look at my to-do list for my September event. I gotta look at my September class, figure out what that's gonna mean. So this September class will be the last with the trailer because it actually got cold here. So yeah, it might be very well last of the season. And then we'll go from there. Alrighty, so there's the 2 dies. There's all my pieces. Let me put the dies away. Yet summer sunshine vibes dies. So at least I know where you are. That circle is one I was using already. It's from a different set, but I just like to put them together so at least I know what I'm working with. And there we go. Alright, with that, everyone, have a great night. We'll see you soon. I'll try to be back on tomorrow. May or may not do something else tomorrow night, but we'll see. Bye for now.